Coon train is coming.
What about black on black crime?
Coon train is coming.
Where's the white women at?
Train is coming. Coon train is coming.
All white peoples ain't bad.
Is coming. Coon train is coming.
The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
Snowflakes fall on the evergreen.
You got to let them know this is unacceptable. We don't condone this kind of behavior. We want to deter this kind of behavior, and further behavior would be met with stiffer and harsher penalties.
Yep.
I get it. Chris Paul has always had a chip on his shoulder. He mad at the wrong person because everybody that's on that court, nobody can make him any taller. Now, see, if I was Blake Griffin, you know what I've done? I'd have put my elbow on his head like this here. Will you stop, little man? Will you stop playing?
Okay. So, back to Blake Griffin. I only wish for his sake he could play every night the way he played last night with that chip on his shoulder, because that's what I've wanted to see from him. You and I used to argue about him before the draft. You remember this?
Yep.
And I watched him so many games at Oklahoma, and I said, just fight back, because the book on him in the Big 12 was, and he had a big brother, a literal big brother on the team who was his bodyguard and protector, and everybody. The book was just knock him around early, push him around, cheap shot him, and he'll shrink. And he couldn't shoot. He couldn't make a shot from more than 2 feet outside from the basket. Well, he's learned to shoot. He's really a talented player.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he can pass.
Yep.
He had 6 assists last night. And yet, that's been the book on him. And those two clashed, he and Chris. That guy last night, that's a force, man, because he came out with a chip on his shoulder.
A lot of times, and Chris, you and I, we're talking about this off air, they look at their skin complexion and they see softness. So you look at Austin Rivers, you look at Blake Griffin, the same thing with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
Yep.
But you know, one of the light-skinned brothers going to have to drop somebody, Joy. See, if you drop one of them, and then everything will be okay. I mean, what I'm supposed to do, Joy?
Like you said, so one of these light-skinned brothers might have to knock. I used to knock out plenty of dark dudes, Joe Cover. I used to knock them out all the time, like bowling pins.
Just Joy.
Shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him. Thou shalt not avenge. So that the man that is tender among you, and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
I mean, what I'm supposed to do, Joy?